I'm going to be extremely polite about this. I've always said that it's not in your best interest as a man to commit to a girl that has children, and the reason for that, if you look at it from like, let's get the feelings aside from a strictly,
I agree though,
biological sense and risk assessment, it's very bad because you're marrying a woman, you're taking on those kids as your own, and the issue is that if she leaves you, it's not only going to hurt because she left you, but it's also going to hurt because you built attachment to those children. And the scary part is you have zero right to them because they're not biologically yours, right? I mean, hell, guys can barely get access to their own biological children, let alone kids that they adopted from another man from another relationship. So here's the thing. If a man comes in, marries you, gives you security, and provides that same security to you and your children that are not his.
But he doesn't.
He doesn't take care of those kids whatsoever.
I'm saying I'm not talking about my specific situation. Right?
Okay.
But no, I'm gonna say all right, when it comes time, for example, my kids just went back to school, right?
Yeah.
I spent about $700 school clothes shopping.
God damn.
On myself though. I'm not looking to my husband to say, give me this.
No. But here's the thing.
For my kids.
I know he provides something. If he's married to you, there's no way that he's not aiding to those kids somehow.
We go half and half on our bills.
Okay, but I'm saying he's still providing a roof for those kids. He's still providing some type of
we're going half.
Fatherhood energy. He's still providing. Because here's the thing I'm trying to say. It's a luxury that he decided to step in and step up to your kids when in reality it's not to his benefit. That's the cold hard reality. Is not in a man's best interest.
Sometimes let
me finish. It's not in a man's best. It's not in a man's best interest to go ahead and take on stepchildren. It's not at all. It actually opens you up to a lot of liabilities. So my thing is, if a guy comes in, takes care of you, wipes you up, gives you the title, and he takes on your kids. I know you say, well, I pay for my kids and I take care of them, whatever. He's still responsible. I'm sure he's probably very involved in those kids' life to some degree because there's no way around it. Do you have primary custody of the kids?
I mean, my kid's father is in federal prison.
So you have primary custody, which means there's no way around it. He's got to be around for those children because you guys live together.
Though. I'm just being completely honest. Like my marriage.
There's no way that he's not involved with those kids when he lives with you.
Involved as in we're all in the same
house,
but he's not taking my kid to go play basketball and go taking my kids to dance class and dropping my kids off at school for me and picking them up for me. Or
so what does he do?
My kids, I just choose to keep it separated. I
mean, we could say that, but there's no. If you guys all live under the same house, there's no way that he's not involved in those children's. Let's be realistic here.
I'll tell you how. Right? This is my house. This is my room. This is my children's room. He's here. You know what I'm saying? I cook dinner. He comes out and eats. He goes out and work. He comes back here. He says hi, hello. I'm not saying he completely neglects my children. He may say hi, maybe play around the house, But as far as a real, they know who their dad is. Their dad is very much so. Well, like I said,
he still contributes. You could say hey, no, it's a half and half. He still contributes more than any other guy typically would want to. Most guys don't want to take on other kids. So all I'm saying is this:
the thing, you don't have to.
But
it's a choice.
Yeah, it's a choice, and he gave himself a disadvantage to give you an advantage. And the thing is
how much am I disadvantaging myself for him in other aspects of life?
What?
What do you mean? What?
That's what I mean when I say bro. Yo.
The thing is, I think, man,
it's wild,
dude. Guys and women make their decisions, right? So if he's going into that situation, he knows he knows the deal. He knows what he's signing up for. So that's why
I'm disadvantaging myself when this person is in love with me, right? My kids are my kids.
Sure.
They're gonna be my kids until the day I die. This is my husband. He might not be my husband tomorrow. Okay. So at the end of the day, I'm disadvantaging myself and my children when I allow you into my home, into my personal space. Please let me finish.
Oh, sure. Please finish.
When I allow you into my home and my personal space, and I'm a happy-go-lucky woman, right? But now here you are playing these games with me mentally and emotionally. Now I can't be the best version of myself. And I can't be the best version of myself for my children or for myself as an individual because I have this person who I'm allowing, and at the end of the day, I'm taking full accountability. I'm not saying I'm a victim. He did this to me. I took him back, So I'm disadvantaging myself by trying to make this marriage that I committed to work and causing, I'm not going to say a chaotic, but for lack of better terms, a chaotic environment for my children that will tell me in 10, 15, 20 years from now, Mom, why did you let this guy, X, Y, and Z? I'm disadvantaging myself as well. I'm a mother before anything. My children are going to have questions for me in the long run that I'm going to have to face the music to. He might not even be around, just being completely honest. So it's not just him disadvantaging himself. I'm disadvantaging myself as well, because like he said, when we leave, the guy has to, break the relationship from the children. What does that do to my children as well? And I have to deal with the emotional baggage that comes with explaining to my children, look, he's just not in our lives anymore.
To me, I mean, for me listening, it doesn't sound to me like you appreciate his contribution at all, bro. All I heard from there was...
I'm not gonna go into the full depths of the situation, because like it's a podcast, and I'm really married and I have real life shit. But you don't understand. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm the baddest bitch in the world and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But I know for a fact that there are men out there that would happily take care of me and my children.
That's true.
Okay? And I put my best foot forward. I don't ask this nigga for nothing. I pay $300 to get my hair done every 2 weeks. I pay for it. I get my nails done every 2 weeks. I pay for it. I go on shopping sprees. I pay for it. $600 car note. I pay for it. $400 insurance. I pay for it. I put in my half for the rent. And many months I've paid the rent by myself. Okay? I'm a college graduate. I'm secure. I have almost 140K followers on the gram. Not saying that it matters, but I make money on Instagram at promoting X, Y, and Z. I'm pursuing a rap career. I'm getting X amount of K views on my music. I'm fucking hustling. I'm going hard, kids and all. And I'm not saying that it's just love that's keeping me in this situation. But what I'm saying is that there's a lot of emotions involved. And most people in my life who knows the in and outs say, Leger, what the fuck are you doing? So when I'm sitting on a podcast and someone's telling me, oh, you don't sound like you're appreciative for what he's contributing.
You haven't said one thing about him that positive whatsoever. You just talked about me. This is what I do.
Me, because if I had a lot of positive things to say about him, I would say a lot of positive things to say about him. Yeah. I would.
This says
but what do you want me to tell you?
That says a lot in itself.
It does say a lot in itself. And that's why I said a lot of people in my life ask me, Leger, what are you doing?
This is why I'm like, I don't want to blow up this marriage on this podcast.
Listen, man, look. All I'm gonna say is, if my girl talked about me like that, I'll break up with her immediately, bro. I'll keep it 1,000 with you. You're a woman. Hold on, let me finish. That's fantastic.
Took off the regular.
You're a woman. This is the thing about your girl that I've come to realize. Your woman is a mere reflection of where you stand in society and how much she respects you. When a woman speaks about you or talks about you in a certain way, doesn't appreciate your contribution, trust me, it's always going to show. And my thing is, as a guys, you need to look at that fucking mirror and realize, do I like this reflection or do I not? And if you don't, it's time to turn around, improve the image, and come back with another image. Because at the end of the day, like, if your girl, but here's the thing. It's you can say what you want, but I can tell just from the way that you speak about him, etc. You don't respect this man. You don't appreciate his contribution. It's me. He's a placeholder in your life. You may not like me saying this, but hey, I'm telling you what I see. And I know from when I speak with women, interviewing well over 1,500 of them, when a woman's infatuated and respects her man, she speaks in a whole different way about that guy. She would never say anything disparaging about him. This guy is just a placeholder for you in your life, and you don't really respect and or admire him. If I were him, I'd leave you.